Hey guys, so if you haven't already, make sure to check out Snickers Part 1, Meeting Snickers, so you can kind of keep up with how we're training Snickers to be the ultimate kids horse. So after round penning, it's time to introduce desensitizing. I want to make sure that my horse is not scared of the tools that I use, nor myself. Excuse me. So right now I'm just using my lead rope, and I'm just barely moving it to see how she's going to react to that. Obviously, she's not standing still. So I would not release that pressure just yet. I want to wait until she actually stands still and shows 5 signs of relaxation. What are the 5 signs? What are the 5 signs of relaxation? Well, there's licking the lips, cocking a hind leg, taking a deep breath, blinking their eyes, or lowering their head. One of those 5 signs while standing still is a great way of knowing that your horse is relaxed and thinking. Another thing is you might have to have it where the horse stands still for 15 seconds, but not show one of those signs just yet. I wouldn't stop if my horse did that. I would stop and let her take a breather, rub her around, and do it again. But I wouldn't move on to your next exercise until she starts showing the 5 signs of relaxation. Relaxation, if I can talk today. There we go. And you don't have to have all 5 signs. You just need one of the 5. So right here, she's standing still. So I'm just barely moving her, and I'm waiting for relaxation or 15 seconds of standing still. When she does that, I take the pressure away, and I'm going to rub her. And my goal is to be able to rub her with the lead rope, so taking my hand and rubbing her with the lead rope touching her. She doesn't accept it, that's okay. Taking the pressure away is enough. So a lot of people ask me, well, why do you take the pressure away? Like, what is that doing? Or how does my horse know that me coming up to it isn't saying you need to move your feet compared to, what I really want is them to stand still because I want to pet them? And that's a good question. Well, horses learn from pressure, it's from the release of pressure rather than pressure itself. So, and it's all about body language too. Horses don't speak English. You can't say, okay, pony, I need you to stand still. Or, hi, Snickers, I want to come pet you. Can you stand still real quick? Okay, Snickers, I need you to do a 360-degree turn to the right, and I need your foot pivoted on the ground, and you can't move. They don't understand that. So you have to teach them by releasing the pressure. So you ask and then tell, and that's the pressure. And you might watch it, when I'm asking her to desensitize, you can see my body is just pretty relaxed. I'm just kind of chilling out, just tossing it over, rather than what the predator thing to do is, And horses have a fight or flight instinct. They are prey animals, and we are predators. So obviously 2 and 2 don't go together. So we have to teach horses that we're not here to kill them. We're here to be their best friend, and we're here to be their leader. And they're not the leader of us, we are. And, right now they start out, they're 1,500-pound animals, 1,000-pound animals. They have the easy way of dragging you on the ground. They have an easy way of trying to kill you. And we want to teach them it's not worth it. I'm going to be your leader and give up that card right there, and we'll be able to work together. So right now she's in the flee portion of her reaction. She's not a fighter. She is, I need to run away and get out of here, which is very typical for a lot of horses. Most horses do not fight. That's why they have their legs. That's why they have their ears. They're paying attention to when they need to run. Think about it like a deer. A deer is usually not going to sit there and kick you in the face because you're coming at it. They usually flee. So when you're watching me with this desensitizing, you'll notice she's really nervous around her hind end or her legs. Why do you think that is? Well, they're prey animals, and their power comes from what? Their hind end and their legs. Without their legs, they can't run away. Then you might say, okay, well, why are they so nervous around their face? Well, their ears are what they see with, their eyes are what they look with, and their nose is what they sniff with. So when you take that away, that's pretty nervous for a horse as well. So when I start with desensitizing, I want to do the withers. And the withers is the point right on their back by where the saddle lays. And you'll kind of feel it. If you feel down their back, you'll feel a little bump. And the saddle doesn't go on top of it. It goes right behind it. And I kind of explain that as like a shoulder blade. If you were to take your shoulder and right on that blade there, put your hand there and poke and move your shoulder around, it should be able to move and you shouldn't feel pressure. But if you're on that and blocking it and you'll feel it, you'll be like, ow, that really hurts. Think of that as your horse. So that's your withers right there. So that's your first step on desensitizing, on where you want to desensitize the horse to. That's their least sensitive portion of their body. Then you want to go from, withers and back to the neck. At the neck, that's a little more sensitive, but not extreme. From there, and then you might go, the head, and then you might go to the hindquarters, and then the front feet, and then the back feet. And then you toss it over their back. I do that in that order to prepare my horse and set him up successfully. And in addition, it's also setting you up for success because, like you watched her, she was like, holy crap, and dragging me around everywhere. If I would have started with her back feet rather than just barely moving that lead rope, who knows what would happen. She might have kicked, she might have took off, she might have dragged me across the round pen, things like that. Then other people ask me, okay, well, do I have to have a round pen to desensitize my horse? The answer is no, you don't have to. I do think it's a lot easier because you don't have as much of a spot, especially with the really reactive horses that are like Snickers that just take off. If you don't have a really good handle on them or you don't have a way of keeping their head bent and they get that head straight, they're going and they're going to take you and you're going with them. I mean, you can't fight against a 1,000-pound animal. I mean, some people here are 100 pounds, 200 pounds, a little less than that. Some more maybe. But still, you're not 1,000 pounds. And so obviously the horse is going to be able to take you wherever they want if they get that momentum there with their head straight, they're going. So, I recommend doing a round pen. I don't recommend something like a stall, like a really small stall to desensitize in, because then you're in a trapped space with an animal that could freak out, and then the fighting instinct might come up because they feel trapped. So I like to use a 50-foot round pen, and I really like a 6-foot high fencing, if not more. Minimum 6 foot high. 6 foot high, honestly though, is perfect sizing. I have yet, knock on wood, to have a horse jump it. I think when you get into the Mustangs, I was lucky with the Mustang I had. He wasn't too much of a jumper or anything like that. But I do know there was a couple that were climbing the fences, 8-foot high fences. That comes into wild horses. Be smart when you're doing that. That's not why I intended this channel to be for. It's not for people that are looking to train wild horses. At that point, you should know what you're doing. So for the day-to-day horses, 6-foot high fencing, they can't get their head over it. And unless you're just putting intense pressure on them, they're not going to jump it. 5-foot fencing would be fine too. But I recommend 50-foot round pen. They can walk, trot, and canter on it, things like that. And I'm going on a rant here because I'm on a video. But that should be good enough for you to do your work with, work on desensitizing. I ran out of battery, so I wasn't able to show you the stick and string and things like that. But we'll do an update here soon on Snickers Part 3, so make sure to stay tuned, and we'll start teaching the desensitizing with the stick and string, desensitizing, with saddle pads, things like that, moving up on that. We'll start doing moving the hindquarters, moving the forequarters, different things that we do in my exercise program, and basically she's going to go through the boot camp program. So you'll kind of get to see the progress, kind of like with Arabella, on going there. But anyways, thank y'all so much for watching. Make sure to hit the like, subscribe, and comment below. Share this video with your friends and family. Give us some more feedback. And don't forget a thumbs up. So thank y'all so much. And if you're interested in any vlogs or anything else, I did make a separate account. It's called Ashley Brooke, and the link is below. Check that out for all the vlogging and all that kind of fun stuff. I'm going to specifically make this account just for training videos. So thank y'all so much, and y'all have a great, blessed day.